Happy Halloween, everybody. This is the BREWDCAST. As always, I am Spooky Gal Robinson. With us tonight is the stunningly startled Leon Robinson. Say hi, Leon.
Hey, Leon.
I'm Count Town now.
That's Count
Town.
Also with us is Count Town. How you doing, Town?
Or Town Dracula. I might like that one better.
Town Dracula. I like that. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay. So, Town Dracula, what are we talking about tonight?
Oh, don't throw that at me. I don't know.
We could start with Double or Nothing, because it just so happens that's coming up, and I didn't.
Should we start just kind of a? Yeah, you totally did. You told me that. I heard. Leon probably saw it too. What did we think of the Dynamite?
What?
Oh, we can go through Dynamite. Yeah.
Just like overall.
I like it.
It was fine. It was a good ending. I think
Darby with the flamethrower is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. It's like, what is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna like start something?
I would not feel safe with Darby near me with a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
don't care. I don't care how much safety protocol he's gone through, how many fail safes are on the flamethrower. Darby Allin is near me with a flamethrower. I do not feel safe.
I'm leaving. I kind of got the sense that Darby didn't know what to do with the flamethrower either, because he just kind of stood there and it looked like he was gonna go forward, and then he's like, "Wait a second, what do I do? Because I might burn somebody."
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Can't chase him with this.
I
can't actually burn anything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I like tonight. I like the classic Christian "I'm getting away in the car" thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can't get away because of Nana. His
reaction. Yeah, Nana.
Christian's so gold. So gold.
He is, yeah.
So gold.
The Tony Storm bit, like that whole match was really good to get the Outcasts out there again, and then Serena Deeb. I'm starting to think that Serena Deeb's the heel in this, whether they want it or not, because the crowd turned on Deeb.
Yeah,
and I feel like she's supposed to be the face, but like now Tony Storm is doing this like motherly thing with Mariah May, and I think it's getting her over. Which, I mean, she was already over, but
yeah, she's one of the most over people in the business. Period.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that whole like sad story she told about getting hurt and all that other stuff. Like, it was obviously they were setting her up to be the one with sympathy and all that, but it's not working out that way.
It was just kind of awkward. Yeah, I don't think that's her thing. I don't think Serena Deeb does great as a face, and that's fine.
I think she needs to shave her head again.
I was just thinking, I can't believe that
real
woman
talk.
was in
Like, I'm not
society.
Like, I'm not even being funny. I think it's a good look for her.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be funny.
Maybe she should just go back to WWE and work with Punk.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. Just shave. She could change literally nothing else, and awesome. But I mean, I think she should shave her head.
I'm not against it. I
think she should get a blue mohawk.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not opposed. And while we're talking about random things from Dynamite, I need to highlight Mr. Jericho, and the voice that he puts on as the Learning Tree is the most obnoxious thing he has ever done, and it's not even close. And fucking kudos, man! Holy shit!
So fucking good.
How he keeps coming up with this shit, I don't know. But he's good at it.
Yeah,
I love it. I fucking love it.
It was just nails on a chalkboard. Nails on a friggin' chalkboard. I hate it.
It's so good though. I also liked when the Gun Club was out there and they were cutting that promo, and then right before they did something, there was like a pause, and I just heard the audience, somebody go, "Who wrote this shit?"
Yes. when fucking Switchblade was talking.
Yeah.
Like, you show some respect, sir, or miss. And his switchblade. You
It's a
show some
sir.
respect when he's talking. When he's on the microphone.
It was a sir. Let's be
totally,
honest.
totally.
I didn't hear it, and I know it was a sir. It was a sir.
Oh yeah,
You know,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a sir.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was definitely a sir.
That is absolutely fair.
Did we see the Dynamite ratings from last week?
No.
Went down more.
That's great. How was attendance?
Under 700,000 viewers. I don't know about attendance. I don't think it was good. I think they're just in a funk. I think that's really what it is. I'll be worried
for a major pay-per-view go home. Like that didn't seem like it was too greatly attended either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure this weekend, like Collision and Rampage will be good over at MGM this weekend.
I really am starting to think that one of the biggest mistakes they made was bringing in Collision and sort of splitting that. Yeah, it's almost like they split their own crowd, and they really did, because you had the Punk show and you had the Elite show, and you didn't
makes sense.
And a lot of the people that watch Collision were Punk people that are now like, fuck this company, I'm going back to the E, because CM Punk is God.
He thinks so. My only concern in this whole thing is that AEW needs to stay. And I know that Tony Khan can do it. I worry that Tony Khan is going to lose interest and just sort of go sell it to somebody or whatever. And that's just like the twitchy teenager from the Attitude Era who saw that happen with WCW and ECW. I don't know how accurate any of that is, but I just sit there and I go, don't go away. Don't go away. I don't think
they're going to go away. I think there's too big of an audience they have built in, especially when they're pulling those pay-per-view numbers they are. Mm-hmm. They're going to get on Max, which I think is going to make a huge difference for them. I think 5 hours of TV for them is too much. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to be completely honest. I cannot tell you the last time I watched Collision. I don't ever think of it on Saturday night. Dynamite, I've seen every episode of Dynamite. Literally, I've seen every episode. But even I saw Punk come back on Collision, but then like a few times he was on there, I didn't even watch. Like Punk didn't make me watch Collision. I just think Collision is like, oh yeah, cool. If I remember it, awesome. And I'm like, great. But if I don't, it's just like, oh, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the problem. I think they just have too much. Because they used to, I think Dynamite and Rampage, just those two would be the way to go.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And then bring up ROH. Because then you have that fan base who are committed to ROH watching Collision or whatever you want to call it.
I think if they get on Max, I think they can get ROH on Max.
Yeah.
I think Max is going to be a big step for them. I think that's what they need. I think especially to compete now with WWE and to have that outlet of places where you can put stuff. The other thing is TBS is and TNT. They're losing the NBA, which is huge loss for them. Mm-hmm. Like a huge loss. They've had the NBA forever, and they're losing the NBA on Thursday nights. They're just losing it all together. So they're going to need something to prop them up, and their second highest rated show is AEW. So they're gonna do whatever they can to keep AEW. Mm-hmm. So I think AEW becomes a little bit more of a cornerstone for them.
Yes, but apparently, from what I read, Warner Brothers has wanted them to be on Max for ages.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Tony Khan is like not pulling the trigger on that. Aside from maybe Bleacher Report kind of sucks.
Money. Bleacher Report does kind of suck sometimes. It's gotten better. It's gotten better, way better. At the first there, you'd cut off just randomly left and right. The last pay-per-view I watched in there was just straight through. There was no issues. Nothing slowed down. I don't know. I think they need. I think being on Max would help, and I think getting rid of Collision. But I know they're not going to get rid of Collision. I'm aware of that. I just think it would make it more palatable. It's the same thing with Raw. Like Raw being 3 hours. Would you want to sit down and watch 3 hours? even though the show's doing incredible,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't argue they're doing good stuff. But even still on Monday Night Raw, you're taking a 2-hour show and stretching it to be 3.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're getting some really weird stuff, and I think that's. What are they going to do when they go to Netflix? Are they going to go back to 2? I bet you they go back to 2.
Gotta fucking hope so.
Because it'd be more watchable. Like I could be able to, like
that's what Trips wants or has said in the past, that he thinks that they should get rid of the 3rd hour, but like and Netflix seems to think that Trips is something great, which he is. I'm not saying he's not, but like if it's on Netflix, I don't think that they get as much money off of doing a 3rd hour. But maybe they do. I'm not sure.
I'm curious how they're going to advertise on there, or if they're going to advertise on there.
Like commercials?
Yeah, because Netflix does not normally run commercials.
It's something they're apparently either they do it now or they have been experimenting with it.
Should we talk about the pay-per-view?
Yes.
Give a card. We just want to run down each match who we think's going to win.
I do. I have it printed out like a plebe. I'm
annoyed that Dynamite wasn't here in Vegas. I'm annoyed that Dynamite wasn't here in Vegas.
Would you have went?
I would have went. I would have went tonight. Yeah. Saturday it's kind of rough to go for work and with Eric and everything, and Sunday it's like that's going to be a fucking nightmare. So
yes. I wonder if do you know if they're doing Dynamite next week in Vegas?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think it's in LA.
So the pay-per-view. We are talking about Double or Nothing 2024. Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think?
I would be shocked if Ospreay didn't walk with it. I would be shocked if he didn't win.
The only
I agree.
I
just think it'll be.
The only issue I have with this, where I'm going to talk, Leon, you just wait. Your fucking delay gets me sometimes. The only issue, I agree with you both. I think Ospreay should win, but I think the issue with that is then what the hell do you do with Roddy Strong?
Yeah,
like that reign was pointless. It was a pointless reign then.
Yeah.
And does Ospreay need the belt?
No.
That is accurate. He does not need the belt.
But you also can't have a tomfoolery ending. But then if you put that belt on, like, I don't know. I don't know why they made the match. I just wouldn't have made the match. That's kind of how I feel about this one.
I disagree. I think it's almost got to be a tomfoolery shenanigans ending with United Empire. Well, what was it? United. What the hell? What's the name of that group? Undisputed
Ospreay?
Empire. There we go.
Oh, okay. No, Undisputed
I was
Kingdom.
thinking the wrong way.
Undisputed Kingdom. United Empire was Ospreay, Cobb, and Fletcher. And
sorry. Yeah.
You were mixing factions, and I was confused.
I was obviously confused. But yeah, I think it'll be
I don't know if you want to put your top guy like Ospreay out there and have a tomfoolery finish. I don't think he needs that right now. I think he needs just to keep having fucking bangers. And if you have a banger with a tomfoolery ending, everybody's just going to kind of be like, meh.
Unless it's a situation where Don Callis' family is the one
that would be probably, and I think that might be. I think Don Callis is making moves this weekend. I think he's making a lot of moves, and I think this very well could be one of them.
Making moves, making $1 million moves.
I like that song.
Next.
Did you make it up?
Next.
Yes, it's Timeless Toni Storm, the champion, versus Serena Deeb for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Toni Storm has to win this.
I would be shocked. Again, I would be shocked if Serena
Deeb
won.
I love Serena, and I think Serena's an amazing wrestler. And I think her last gimmick before she was gone for a while, let me see your finger. Her last gimmick before then was like really good when she was like giving people class in the ring and shit. That was great. I just did why you have whoever beats Tony Storm needs to be really built up and really have a story behind it. Britt Baker. Actually, take that back. Jamie Hayter.
Ooh, that would be a good one. Yeah. I was
Fuck
thinking like
yeah.
Saraya, but Jamie Hayter makes a lot more sense.
Jamie Hayter would be way better.
Agreed.
Liam, what do you think about this one?
I love me some Deeb, but
Yeah.
it's just this build of this has been so like I can't see it ending in any other way than Tony walking out with that belt.
I sort of feel like they just put this match together to get Deeb in the ring with Tony Storm because
I think it'll be good.
They're both amazing wrestlers, and it's going to be a good match. That's my thing. Is they and we've talked about it before. Like AEW is very good about putting together banger matches. Not always great about the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's like this to a T.
That is fair.
I would agree.
So the next match, Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black for the AEW TNT Championship barbed wire cage match. Steel cage match. Not a bamboo steel match. I don't understand what's funny. What's funny?
The build of this is so goofy.
I hope Malachi wins.
Same.
Because like Copeland does not need this belt. Copeland makes this belt mean more, and I won't argue that because he's probably one of their most well-known stars right now. But like, shit, give Malachi a run. Let him go. Just let him go.
Cope has had. I mean, he's beaten everybody else in the House of Black, save for Julia. So I feel like they're making it look like he's gonna do that last hurdle. He's gonna take out that last hurdle.
I think if you do that, you kind of shit on the House of Black too.
Malachi Black winning this match, I think, elevates him. And you're right, like it kind of fucks up House of Black if he does beat Malachi.
Yeah. Want Malachi to win.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
Even with fuckery, I don't care. Just give me a run with Malachi Black. I'm fine with that.
Was that Copeland's real teeth, or was he wearing some vampire caps on his canines?
I didn't see.
It looked like he might have. They look just slightly enhanced.
That's what I thought. I wonder if Gangrel shows up for this.
I
honestly, when the lights went out and shit, I thought he was going to.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. Yeah.
And then immediately I was like, how did they get Christian back into the Brood? That doesn't make any sense.
The other Brood might return. Not the good Brood. The other Brood.
Yeah, the OOD.
Yeah, they're the second rate. E's before O in the alphabet. We're clearly higher.
Obviously.
We're number one. We're number one.
Okay.
We're the number one professional wrestling faction, pronounced Brood.
If you
that is still currently together.
We really have to enunciate it though. Brood. Yeah. If you say Brood, a little questionable, but if you really kind of put an emphasis on that W.
Brood.
Welcome to the BREWDCAST.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue quite as easily. So match number 4, Jon Moxley versus Konosuke Takeshita, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match. I'm just going to say it. It's fucking weird that they have an Eliminator match.
It makes me think Takeshita's going to win.
I get the sense that what they're doing is they're moving Takeshita, like they want to have that match. And JPW wants to have that title match in Japan. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think Takeshita wins this. I really do. I think it'd be great for him. I think it'd be a big bump. Let him win clean and then have him fight again. Then Mox can beat him, like whatever. But like, give him that clean win. Give him that, because Takeshita just needs that one thing to kind of get him going.
I'm worried about Takeshita. He's doing great in AEW, but he just did that interview where he's like, I'm not having fun wrestling in America.
What?
Yeah, he just had I think it was with DDT, like their news. I don't know, like they had an interview with DDT in some fashion. And he was like, I'm not having fun. He's doing it, he's having good matches, and that's great. But if he's not having fun, like why, like, I don't know. I'm worried about him. That's all I'm saying. And I hope that he can find some joy in Jon Moxley bleeding all over the ring this weekend.
Oh, God.
Because he's going to. Let's be honest. He's going to.
Oh, yeah. This is a given.
Did everybody give their predictions on this? I just commented that it's fucking weird.
I picked
I do believe so.
Takeshita.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
That's right.
Wait, no, we didn't. Mox. I'm kind of the opposite view on why it's an eliminator match. I thought I had seen something that maybe New Japan didn't want it being defended against a DDT guy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's why they made it an eliminator match rather than for the title.
In which case,
that could be completely off base, but it made sense when I read it. So
that clicks. That might be a good point.
He is still in DDT.
It, so.
At least I think he is. So the next
I
match,
mean, even if he's not, I mean, that's where he was known for.
Right. Yeah, he's a
when
DDT.
he was in Japan. So.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of view them as less than.
Elitist fucks.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I mean, like you get, like Kenny came from there, Coda came from there.
What's next?
Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy.
I think Trent's
gonna take it.
I think there's gonna be tomfoolery from
via Don Callis.
Yeah, Donnie Boy's gonna do something.
Tomfoolery and violence.
I would agree.
I see both coming.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
I see tomfoolery and violence being on the way.
Did you see that Chuck's actually can't wrestle anymore?
Yeah.
Like, legit.
I did not know that.
That's why they gave him that match.
He has a broken bone, and the bone in his foot is like rotting.
Oh yeah.
So I
did read that, but I was like, "Is this a rib?"
No, that's really happens to people, and
that's
so probably that's probably the end.
It's a shoot, partner.
I'm glad they let him have that match because I think that was
that
was good.
Mm-hmm.
He got to go out against his best friend.
My big hope right now is that Trent wins this. They pull him apart, and they have Trent go do his own thing, and Orange goes and does his own thing.
Yeah.
The rumor is that Danhausen no longer works for AEW.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's people are saying because he's some post he put on Instagram or something.
He's been wrestling elsewhere, like lots of other places. I saw a T-shirt for, I don't know if it's present or in the past, but it's for Danhausen and Effie, called oh god, I'm gonna fuck it up. Gay Tannic.
Effie.
Gay Tannic Panic, I think it's called. Like a tag team between those two. I fucking love it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But
he could come back and he could do something with Orange. Yeah. I think he was so hot there for a while, then he got hurt. I just to get him back and let him do something.
Mm-hmm.
He was hurt when he came in too.
I think the issue is that Orange has become something other than what he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a workhorse now. Like legit, he goes out there and puts on these bangers of matches, and he kind of like the comedy he does, but the comedy isn't really his only focal point anymore. I think the comedy's kind of the secondary piece. It's now he's just a guy who can work.
Yeah, where it used to be the main focal point of his work, now it's
Yeah.
Now it's secondary, tertiary, something like that.
I think that makes it hard for like Danhausen, to come back and be with him because that's not really his focus anymore. But it would be, he could come back, and I think him and Orange could do something. I think Danhausen just needs to be on TV because if he's on TV, he gets over. He's just over. It doesn't matter. It's fucking Danhausen. Let's go. That's one of my most frustrating things right now with Tony Khan is Danhausen. And I realize there's other people where it's like, what the fuck? But like Danhausen, it's like he's there, he's ready to go. You had him built, and it's like people are just chomping at the bit to see this fucking guy. More so, like I read more people wanting to see Danhausen than Miro.
I didn't even know Miro was still employed there.
He is, but like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Dan. I think Danhausen is because he's so unique. What match is next?
Chris Jericho. The learning. Oh, I can't even say it. I don't even want to say it. Chris Jericho versus Katsuyori Shibata for the FTW rules. No, for the FTW championship. FTW.
Did you put Hook in there too?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear Hook.
Hook. Katsuyori Shibata
for the World Championship.
Oh my God! I will punch you. I will punch you. For Taz, I will punch you. I loved in the like opener to the match that's like because Jericho's sitting with Taz tonight, and he's like, I just got to get this off my chest. I thought he was gonna like spit fire at Jericho, and he's like, it's not the For the World Championship. Not like, why did you hit my son in the face with a baseball bat? Just like, no, you're saying the wrong name.
I don't think you take this off.
I
don't think you take this off of Jericho, but I don't think you pin Hook. I think Shibata gets pinned by Jericho, and I think you extend the feud.
No. I want Shibata to win it. And I want Shibata and Hook to have a 7-match series.
Jericho.
Shibata is like the most, not most. He's one of the biggest underutilized talents that they have right now in AEW, and it drives me bonkers. I want to see him have a title, and it's frustrating. As Town was just pointing out, like we have all of these wrestlers, and a lot of them are like coming out on social media, and they're like, "I'm not injured, I'm fine." You have to talk to Tony as to why I'm not on TV. Like Ricky Starks, another example. I don't know. It's frustrating.
You're not going to have a chance to keep if you don't use them. That's the other. But that's the piece of me where it's like, what the fuck? You're not.
But
even
it's
trying.
also just like like that's not typical Tony Khan. That's not usually what he'd like. If somebody's not happy, say for CM Punk, and I'm sure other people, like just let them go. He's just like, if you're not happy here, go.
It depends. I think
not my circus, not my monkeys.
I think the game has changed a lot for AEW in the past 7 months, 8 months, and I think that's part of what's going on. And I think he's looking at it of you took Jade Cargill, who we built up, and you fucking just took her from us, even though they took some people from me the same way. And then you got Cody from us, and look what he's doing. Like Cody's a star, so it's just like we're not going to hand you these people anymore. We're going to be a little more aware of that.
Maybe. I don't
know. Do I agree with it? No. But my thought would always be, let's book you the best we can, try to get you over, and then, like, stay. We'll get you to stay. We'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
If he said, I am not signing with you, I'm done, then I'd be like, okay, then why would I want to put you on TV and take time away from somebody that actually I could use?
Mm-hmm.
Like, then I would understand it. But if it's just he's sitting at home and they don't really know what's going on, yeah. So he might have told him he's leaving. That could be part of it.
Well, there is also precedence of like people just not wanting, like not having anything in creative, and so they're sitting at home on their couch, like they want to be there, but there's nothing for them. And Miro's a great example, except it was like he shot everything down. Whatever. I think Shibata should win.
I think it's Jericho. Leon, say Hook and round out the trifecta.
Actually, before anybody said anything, my thought was Shibata getting the win over Hook.
I think Jericho is too good of a heel to take that off of right now, and I think he's doing too much shit with that belt. And I think I think the selling point of it is Hook finally beating Jericho, getting the fucking belt back. Unless Hook leaves, and they might just whatever with it.
Maybe, yeah. God damn it.
Okay. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I can agree with that argument.
I forgot that we were a kids show.
Oh my
Family
God.
friendly.
No,
we're all ages.
For fuck's sake, let your family watch this.
Okay, now that was just unnecessary. You better beat that. When I listen to this, that better be beat.
Gal over there having a potty mouth for the sake of having a potty mouth.
You're fucking right. And I'm going to take all of these swears and I'm going to every time. Triplicate. It's a word.
Just edit that fuck over it.
Triplicate.
So next match.
You see where we're going with this.
Off the rails.
Good job
match,
keeping up.
Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné is winning this match. We all
know
that. For the TBS Championship.
Let's just go to the next one because we know Mercedes.
The babe with the power.
You could say whatever you want, Gail, and I agree with you. I love Willow. I don't want Willow to lose. Willow's losing this fucking match. They paid Mercedes way too much money. She's getting the belt. They're going to give her a run. That's fine.
I don't know, actually. I'm not saying that I don't know that either one of them is going to win. You may be right. They may be about to put the title on Mercedes because she's bringing in the money. But I also think that
I don't know that she's bringing in the money, but they're paying her the money.
Yeah, but they're paying her the money if she has the title or not, is my point. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I can see it from the business side. I can see it from the kayfabe side. And both ways, I literally have no fucking clue.
Willow won the first time. She's got to win the second time. Then you can have a rubber match down the road.
Sure. That's true.
That's one way to look at it. But I
makes too much sense. God damn it.
They put all that money into Mercedes, and Mercedes has been just a fucking flop.
She hasn't had a fucking match yet.
That's why. Like, she can work. She cannot.
Has not been in the fucking ring yet.
Her fucking promos suck. I said it, and I stand by it. I can't. They're not good.
But I don't think that's why she's chilled. I think she's chilled because they sat on her for however long she's been on TV.
She wasn't cleared, though. She hasn't been cleared.
I mean, that's fair, but then, like, just fucking let her go get healthy. Keep it under wraps. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't keep it under wraps.
TV every couple weeks.
You could also do a thing like you could also do a thing like what they did with Will Ospreay. Have her come out and be like, "Hey, I'm signed. I'll be back when my leg is better." Instead of having her come out every week.
My body allows it.
You would normally think that if you have a star that was coming back and they're just about ready, you could get them on TV to build a pipe for that first match, and they would go out there and they would have cool promos and shit. And I think it works. That's a very successful formula, but when you don't deliver on promos, and people just kind of go, "Oh, what the fuck?" It's not good.
That's the thing. It's got to be good. The promos.
It's not good. It just hasn't been good. The storyline itself and the plan that they're trying to run is great, but she just has not delivered on those promos at all.
I felt like Willow kind of ate her up in the contract signing.
You think?
A little bit.
Which sucks for Willow because Willow's just hitting her stride.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the issues. That's one of the issues with bringing people like that in, is if they don't click, especially because this product is so different from WWE's, and it's such a different way of doing business and doing things. And when you have somebody that's there that you've had there that understands it, like Willow, and you just kind of throw her to the side for this, I wouldn't take that strap off of Willow, but I know they're going to do it, and I'm just
gonna be pouty when it happens.
I want Willow to win. I think we all want Willow to win. I don't think that's the consensus, but I just don't.
Goddamn right.
Win. I think this match will be good. I think if this match is a flop, then I think you have to start looking at Mercedes going, "This was a really big fucking mistake."
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be.
No, it should. Like Willow can work, and Mercedes.
No, those two, no.
There's no way because Mercedes is such a good worker.
And she's been training. She's not sitting at home on her couch. So the next match, the Elite, which is Kazuchika Okada, Jack Perry, Matthew Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson versus Team AEW, which is Bryan Danielson, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, and Darby Allin. You read it off the sheet perfectly. Anarchy in the Arena match.
Jack Perry is going to get the win.
The only against Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Shit, I should have read it off the sheet.
I think so. I think so.
My only request in this match is that I want somebody's theme music to play through the whole thing. Outside of that, I don't care what they do. Even if it's just New Jack's theme, make it New Jack's theme.
What if it's the final? What if it's the final countdown?
God damn it!
That would be a good one.
What I was gonna say.
That's what it would have to be. I don't think
counting in my brain, stealing my thoughts.
It's a scary place in there.
It's dark.
The things Leon likes is just it's got to be Perry. He's got to be Danielson. I don't think you have any other ending. It's got to be Perry.
It could be Darby, and then those two start a program.
Perry over Danielson. That to me is like the thing where you just kind of go.
I don't have any reason. I'm just being contrarian.
I know that's usually what you do, bitch.
You're not wrong. What do you think?
Leon's deep in thought. Leon thinks CM Punk is going to come back and knock out the Elite, and then the FTR is going to get the win, and like Hulk Hogan's going to come out and give them all a leg drop or something. I don't know.
And then Shane McMahon's going to come out and announce that he bought AEW.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that because last week that got me in trouble.
Yeah, it did. It got you canceled from the show.
What do you think, Leon?
No. Actually, what I was lost in thought on was thinking about how it's Danielson's last year and how basically he's picking all his matches. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he was thinking with his match for tonight. Like, what was his thought process for this one? Because all the other ones have been like, dream matches and ridiculous workers.
I think it helped
that he wanted to be able to test himself again.
It helped build up the feud that they're doing.
Okay.
Plus, he got to go in there with a guy I think that they are looking at going, if this guy's remotely good, he's going to be huge for us because he's so damn big. And I think Danielson's smart enough to be like, let me get in the ring with this guy and try to help him.
I feel like Danielson's training him, or at least helping train him.
Probably.
That's kind of the way I thought the thought process was going, but I was wondering, if there was any other possibilities or if anybody had heard anything else about it, or I don't know. Maybe one of those ego type things where, I can get a good match out of this guy.
Could be.
I'm sure it was more along the lines of
he didn't.
It's gonna help this kid, and it's gonna help build the feud. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
Get him on the
TV.
It was a totally fine match for what it was. Was it like a classic? Fuck no, but it served its purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't think it overexposed him because that's my fear for that guy because he's so big and clumsy and just not ready. He's not as bad as like Kali or Giant Gonzalez. I listened to the Undertaker talk the other day about working with Giant Gonzalez.
Right.
And he's like, I worked with Gonzalez and Kali. And he's like, Giant Gonzalez made Great Kali look like a Ric Flair in his prime. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's true. That's true. That's true.
Lovely.
The gimmick died with the sprayed on butt crack. I mean, that was just the end of it. As much as I saw that and was like, this is amazing. 10-year-old Tom just like, it's his butt crack.
Look at his butt.
It's sprayed on and hairy.
I have I legit own this. a Giant Gonzalez action figure.
You've mentioned this before,
Oh my
and
God.
he has still not made an appearance.
I need to get my old figures out. I have a Giant Gonzalez. I legit do. I could go find it, but I'm not going to do that right now.
No, that's okay.
I need to see it.
Pictures are
Mostly because I can't believe that. Mostly because I can't believe they actually made one.
That could be your Halloween costume. Hey, what match is next? 'Cause we're running out of time slowly.
Last match. Swerve Strickland
Wouldn't need a lot of stuff.
takes on Christian Cage for the AEW World Championship.
Swerve's got to win.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take the strap off of him.
Why would you? But yeah, I'm with you. Like the only caveat I have is that if Nana turns on him, then things go out the window. And I think that's just my
I just think
seeing this happen before.
Having a guy you built up for so long and you got there and finally got that belt and the crowd was so behind him, why would you pull the rug out from under him before it's time? Because that is not AEW style. They like you to have a reign, which I think is good because it makes that belt mean more. I still say him and Ospreay and All In. I'd take my money. Take my money.
I don't know if that's where they're going.
I don't either, but that's what I would like to see.
Because All In is in August, I think.
Quick.
It's pretty soon. 3 months. That's true. Yeah.
A lot can happen.
That's it.
Does somebody want to make a comment? Totally inappropriate about professional wrestling, not any other weird or inappropriate comment. Does anybody want to make a comment to end this week's show?
No.
Like Town?
Yeah.
Like Tony's comment about bodily functions and professional wrestling promoters?
That's
no, I
don't
want to do that.
That's going to be it this week.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it.
I
don't want to do that.
Oh, good Lord. I love it.
Yeah, it looks like you got some brown stuff in your hair there.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. How dare you? Don't you do it. I'm ending it now. This has been the show. I am flustered. That's what I am. I'm Gal. This is Leon. This is Town trying to throw the whole thing in the trash. Good night, everybody.
Trying to get us taken off the internet.